Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to the Women of Enrichment.
Thank you for
Woo.
having us back.
Go ahead and share the live, share the live, share the live.
Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We're going to share it and then we're just going to jump right into it.
Right.
How are y'all today? It's
Great.
Thursday. Made it to the end of the week. How y'all feel?
Listen,
Listen.
been a wonderful trading week.
Yes. Yes, I had a great trading week too. One of the I Am Mastery Academy mentors shouted me out. Appreciate that. So yeah, no complaint.
Right.
Exciting week.
You can't
Everybody
complain.
concentrating.
Can't complain when you're winning.
Hey, you sure can. You sure can.
All right. I am ready. I've
it
shared it.
popped up?
Got my watch party. Yep. You
It
got your
didn't
watch
pop
party
up
going?
for me. Where did you put it at? Did you put it on your page, Joy?
I put
Yeah,
it on my
I
page.
don't know.
I put it on Women of Enrichment too.
You put it in both?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
popped up right for me.
No, I turned my Wi-Fi off so my phone would run faster. So it's probably a delay. I'll just wait.
Mm.
Yeah, I can't mind
Well,
too, but this again. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
all
Let's
right.
go.
Well, good evening, everybody. Good morning for those. Some of our friends are overseas, and so good morning to you all. We are the Women of Enrichment. Today, I am going to facilitate the conversation. I'm Monda, and we've got Shay, we've got Toy, we've got Chrissy Pips, and we're going to talk a little bit about making time to trade. And do you really have time to trade? You know, one of the things that we hear, and I don't know if it's just me, maybe I'm the only one that heard it, but I hear sometimes, well, you know, when we talk about trading, well, here, echo. Hold on one second. Let me turn my volume down. How much time do I really need in order to do this? You know, can I really do this? Is this going to take a whole bunch of my time? You know, um, and you know the thing about it is trading. Yes, it is going to take a little bit of time, and we're going to talk about that. How much time we spend in the charts and that type of thing. But the rewards on the other side is what's most important. You know, if you think about it, I think it was, they say it takes, or I can't remember who it was, but it says, I think it's Malcolm Gladwell that says it takes 10,000 hours to master your craft.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, a lot of people want instant gratification. They want to be able to get into something and do it and then just be able to say they made $1 million and they don't even understand it. That's what they're just really, and that's just like throwing a dart in a hat. But what everyone can do is start. That's the key. So we're going to talk a little bit about that excuse of I don't have time. And everyone here is in different places. So we want to talk a little bit about what your journey was, where you are, if you're working right now, if you're not working right now, and how much time you have, and then just solve that misnomer. If you're busy, if you're working late, if you're up early, if you have 5 kids, can you still trade? Can you make this work? And is this lifestyle for you? And
Right.
I'm just going to throw it out there right now. Yes, the answer is yes, but we're gonna solve it from every which way possible. All right,
Yep.
so let's go. My first question is tell me a little bit about when you started trading and started joining I Am Master Academy. We're all part of I Am Master Academy. When you started I Am Master Academy, were you working full time? And did you how much time did you put into learning to trade? We'll start with Shay.
Okay. When I started, I was working full time. I'm still working full time, right? And so I dedicated a lot of time into the academy because when I came in, you know, you come in all bubbly and excited, and you're with it, and you're like, I can't get enough of this academy, you know. And so to be honest with you, I still have that same energy. And I am, you know, like Daisy Duncan used to say, I'm a student always. So it's that energy. So it took and I remember when I was introduced to it, I remember, you know, everyone has their testimony, and it was, you know, one of the testimonies that I heard was a young man that joined, and he, learned how to trade in 60 days, I think it was. But he focused 60 days, no TV, no radio, no family, no friends. Like, he just focused. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna do that. But then I realized that, I gotta eat, I gotta shower, I had a job, I like my family, I'm cool with my friends, and I needed to do that. So what his experience was gonna be totally different than mine. And I was okay with that. So I didn't put a time frame on anything because I knew this was absolutely brand new to me. And so I was going to approach it different than anybody else. And that's the mindset that I walked in with it. And, they offered, learn on your phone, turn your phone into an ATM. And there's nothing wrong with that. That works for everybody else too. I just didn't have time to dedicate to watching the phone and doing work full time. And I didn't know anything about it. So it's like, I'm taking a trade. I don't really know what it is. And so I went and came in with the mindset that I'm going to be a dope trader, and I'm going to take my time and learn this no matter how long it takes. So that was me. I didn't have a time frame. Like, I'm going to 30, 60 days and I want to be a millionaire. That I never walked in with that, and it helps.
That's good. I like that mindset. I think that's a good mindset to have. Like, when you commit to being a trader, it is learning to trade. And so it's going to take you more than 30 days,
Yes.
So you got to have that mindset that, I'm committed to learning this new skill. So that's fantastic. What about you, Chrissy?
So when I first started, I was working full time and working out 3 times a week with my son, doing karate, playing softball 1 day a week. Like, my son was learning 3 different languages.
Wow.
So every day I came home, it's like we get home at 7:00. Then we know I have to get on class at 9:00. So I spend the few hours in between trying to cook dinner, help him with homework, not lose my mind, eat something, and hopping on the sessions that are 2 hours or longer when you're first learning to get homework and stuff done. Just because time is limited when you're working full time. And then for a year, I did that for a whole year. After the first year, I seen David live here in Detroit in South.
David Imanite?
Yeah, I seen David live. And then 2 days later, I retired.
Okay, what did he say that inspired you so much to retire?
I was already like training and everything for the year, but it was like little stuff leading up to that was annoying me. I bought a laptop specifically to take to work to trade because I was missing trades because they had us put up our phones. I was looking at TradingView on my computer at work, but then they blocked it. So it was like one thing on top of another, right? So it was like I seen David and I was like, yep, this is just confirmation. Great.
Wow.
This is like 2 days after my birthday. I was like, I'll never go back to work again.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I think, Toy, you have a shirt that says unemployable.
Yep.
Shay, what was that?
I mean, that's dope.
But I love it. I love that shirt.
That shirt. Right.
Well, I don't think it's my fault. I really tried. I really tried. I did everything that, they told me to do. I went to all the colleges. I took all the classes. I passed. I got my degrees. It didn't matter for me. It matters for others. And I have so many successful friends that are killing it and their degrees are worth something. It just didn't work for me. And maybe I just, have a different calling on my life. So when I started like everybody else did. I wanted my phone to be ATM immediately. I wanted it to open and I'm making thousands of dollars. And, I was brought back to reality real quick, real nice and quick. And I jumped into the educational portion real heavy. And, like, for real, this is my notebook. This is when I first started. All of this is trading notes. All of this. So that was me, though. You don't have to do that. Like Monda saying, with this education, you can get money in a minute. It just depends on your leadership and things like that. But when I first started, we started with this organization when it was only like 4,000 of us. Now it's like 200,000 of us. And it's way more streamlined. There's way more people that can help you and get you started on a fast track. Like Chrissy said, with her organization, their things are very like streamlined, regiment, almost militant. You know what I'm saying? Like, they gonna get you to the bag. You know what I mean? So, that was like my journey. I didn't have like a lot of ancillary things going on. I just worked, and then I wasn't working. And then, my story, I got fired, and then I really wasn't working. I was really chilling. So and then
But this is good, because some people right now during the pandemic, though, they're not working, and it's not their choice. Like they got laid off. Millions of people are laid off right now. And so this is a great time for you to pick up and learn to trade.
Yes.
Now, would you say like this is a good time for them? Like, would they need to do this like a full-time job, or how much time do they really need to succeed? If I'm not working, I just got laid off, what could you say to me? How much time should I dedicate to learning the trade?
It depends on what a person deems successful. Like if they set up their week and they set out a goal, like I want to understand what pips are, what's the stop loss, what's TradingView, MetaTrader 4, blah, blah, blah. And they accomplish those things in a week, 2 weeks, whatever they set out for their personal goals, then they're successful. I just think that a lot of times this space is hyped up to move fast. You can be a millionaire in 2 seconds. And it has worked for some people. Everybody loves to tell Dr. Kathy's story. 8 months, she took $40 and made it to this amount. But the backstory with Dr. Kathy is the part that people ignore. That she was getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning and doing that every night consistently. That she was very disciplined through that process. So her level of success is her level of success. But if you're a mom, you're a student, you're going to school, or you've been laid off by the pandemic, but you like your career, so you're still looking for a job, and you're still networking, through Zoom. I hope y'all staying home. And you're doing those things. It depends on what your level of success is. Like, we are all in charge of our own destiny. So if you were like Monda and her mentor, they do money in a minute. Maybe you could get it with that and be like, oh, I can do this every day with my team. Sure, boom. Or, Shay and I, we run our team kind of like, let us know what you need. The academy is yours. It's a smorgasbord. Have what you have at it. We'll help you. We're there for you. We have, structured stuff going on, but we're not like, do it this way.
Right.
Because, everybody looks at the market differently. People want to take their time. Some people want to go fast. Some people want to go slow. And we want to create space to meet you right where you are. So that would be my answer.
Yeah.
That's good. So if somebody else, if they just got laid off, they only got one more check coming in, is it worth the investment to start to trade?
I say yes, right? This for me, I would say yes. Like, even for me, I still work, right? But now that I'm home, I've been home since March. I work from home. And like Chrissy, I used to go to work and, on my lunch break, listen to, get on a live and so on and so. And then they blocked it. And it was like, all right, devil, you blocked me. So now I only could do it at home when I got home from work, cook dinner and all that good stuff. Now that I'm home, nobody on my job listening to this, right? So I can multitask. I can listen and learn and do what I need to do at work, and no one's, watching over my shoulder. And the good thing about it now, like for me, by the grace of God, thank you, I still have my job. But I still have that feel like they can decide tomorrow and be like, yeah, Shay, you good, but you're no longer good. And then I now am okay with it because I have a skill I can bring in my own money on my own time, and I'm not afraid. And it's like this moment, this COVID is like, it gives you a chance to sit down and think about what you need to be doing, how you need to plan. And, because a lot of people, I don't have time. Okay, when you home, you got time. Because even me being home, I got time to wash clothes. Like I do laundry. I didn't know how it felt to do laundry on a Tuesday. Now I can do it on a Tuesday. So now I have time to, trade or learn on a Tuesday. And when I came into one of my things, Latoya knows, I was like, I want to be an educator. So my goal is different from just wanting to make money. I wanted to learn it so I can go back and teach somebody else. So I look at it differently. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always in class. I'm always this. I see how the educators teach. Okay, this is how I want it to be. Or I want my class to be like this. And so I dive in it with a different mindset. So everyone's going to have to figure out their why and how, and then navigate it that way.
That's good. That's really good. You know, I was listening to, and I'm gonna let Chrissy you speak. I was listening to NPR today, and they were talking about, I think it was like the unemployment numbers or something, and they were just saying, oh, the IRS, the filings, like they were projecting that the W-2s were going to be down because people weren't going to have that, jobs, and they said they projected that it was going to be down for at least till 2022. So that tells me that they're not thinking that this economy is going to rebound. So if you're sitting there waiting on a job, you don't need to be waiting on a job. You need to be learning a skill so you can make some money on your own. I'm just saying. I was like, whoa, some people need to wake up, because if they're waiting, they're just going to miss the boat, and they're going to be out on the street. You know, I don't want anybody to be out on the street when they don't have to. Yeah. Christy, what you got to say about time? Making time.
If you, or the time and the money, if you don't have the time, but you have time to Netflix and chill. If you are one of those people who avidly works out on a consistent basis, that means you have good time management skills and you are disciplined, so you can make time, right? If your excuse is money, come to me with 3 people. Then your excuse is not money, because then you're coming in with residual. So for every excuse, my answer is always going to end up being, come to me with 3 people or 12 people. Come to me and have your 3 people bring 2 people. Okay. We can get it going, and you'll have residual income. You'll have your academies like paid for monthly, and there are no excuses. You need like as much time as you want to take is perfectly okay, because the academy is set up so that you can learn at your own pace. So it's not a specific amount of time. If you want to become successful fast, move fast.
Right? That's good. That's a very good point.
Yeah, like if you can't move fast, go as fast as you can. I know some people in the beginning on my team that were only able to put in about 30 minutes a day. That's fine. Some of the videos are 7 minutes long. 7 minutes. Take your notes, read your notes, keep it moving. That's all you had. That's perfectly okay. So for people who say that they don't have time or say that they don't have money, I got something for both of them.
That's good. That is really good. Yeah,
welcome.
Yeah, that's right. When I first started, I was working full time, and I was working for an international company, so I was traveling probably 60% of the time on my job, and I would go just like Shay. I would go at lunchtime. I would go downstairs, and I would watch Lee Allen would come on at lunchtime. So I would watch Lee Allen, and she's one of our educators. And then, I would, try to do a little bit on my phone. I had a real good routine. So then I just would find the time that worked for me. And while I would wash dishes, I would put up the on-demand, I call them on-demand videos. Right. You have the whole academy back there. I would wash the dishes and watch on trend lines and, different things, how to count pips. I would just watch these videos that are available and squeeze in the time. I mean, I'm going to throw this out there to everybody. You have time for what's important to you. Everybody does. I mean, that's just the bottom line. Why do you guys think that trading is worth investing your time in? Toy, what's your thoughts? Why do you think it's important? Why do you think it's worth it?
I think trading is important and it's worth your time because, like Wu-Tang said, cash rules everything around me. Cream get the money. Dollar bill, y'all. As much as it doesn't feel good. Like you are human. Like people should love you and humanity and things like that. But cash literally rules everything around you. And if you don't have a thorough understanding of how things work, and you're literally a victim of other people getting wealthy. I know y'all get sick of those CNN reports, MSNBC reports. Millionaires are just tripling and doubling their dollars. Like, wow, Tesla's at $2,000 a share. Wow. Amazon, like, you have to know that there's a wealth formula, there's a wealth system, and that's something that you can learn. And then you have to think, why would they hide it from me? Because they know it's a system and it's a formula that you can learn. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be born wealthy or, have a silver spoon in your mouth. You can decide, right? Make up your mind that you want to be wealthy and not just okay, right? And get into it. And really, Monda, cash really rules everything around. You can't even get sick in the United States without any money.
Right.
It's true. It's very true.
Yeah, people right now are getting COVID-19 bills like, what the hell?
Oh yeah.
And they're, and they have insurance. We have in our country, this is a true fact, is tied to your job. So 30 something million people don't have a job and they don't have health insurance right now.
Right.
You literally have to have money for everything.
They will let you die if you don't. Like literally, when I was having surgery, right? I remember that they call you for pre-surgery call, and they're like, come in at 6. Don't come with earrings. Don't come with your wallet, and so on and so forth. So I go in the next morning to have my surgery, and I said, and the lady was like, and your copay is. And I'm like, well, I ain't got a wallet. You told me not to come with a wallet. And she was like, we may need to reschedule your surgery. I was like, well, God, you gonna let me die?
Right.
I left my debit card at home. And so I literally, she went and spoke to her manager. Like literally, I have bracelets on IV and everything. And they're like, nah, we need your card. So they gave me the surgery, right? And it was a Friday. And literally first thing Monday morning, that lady called me and was like, oh, Miss Helseed, how are you? Can you reach for your debit card?
I'm glad you're doing well. Not really.
Just give me I'm glad you let me die.
Right.
Wow.
But it's things like that would, and it was really after that. Remember, I told you till 12. I was like, no, we gotta do something different.
Yeah.
I gotta do something different because if I didn't have insurance and I didn't have the debit card, like what happens to people if you're sick and you don't have insurance? They will let you die if you don't have. So money does rule the world. Like
we didn't make the rules. We just got to play the game, y'all. And the proof is in the pudding that 90% people are on the in the stadium cheering for everybody else that's winning. Like literally, and
to go back to people that are working, right? So people like, I got a job. I don't need to learn a trade. I don't need no money. Listen, there's a difference. Though seriously, I got a job. I tell y'all, everybody at work, I'm still on the clock, right? But I go on the clock feeling different now because now it's like I don't have the fear of I gotta get up and go. I don't want them to fire me. I gotta go. I don't want them to think. Yeah. I'm like cool mode D right now. It's like all right, cool, because I know that I have a backup plan that no one can take this away from me. It's me, the internet, and the chart. That's it. Right. Those are the only three. The internet and the chart is the only thing that I have to deal with. I don't have to. Nobody's gonna tell me what time to get up. No one's gonna tell me what time I can have lunch, when I can eat. No one's gonna tell me when I can leave.
That's freedom.
So those are the things. Like a lot of people think that you have to not work to. No, be prepared. Set yourself up that you're not one of those on the unemployment list. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be there and not have options.
Right.
That's all. Set yourself up.
Yeah. And the wealthy have multiple streams of income. If you only got one, you're kind of putting yourself at risk. I mean, especially now in our economy. I mean, the job today can be gone tomorrow. It doesn't matter how big the company is. Yeah, I mean, you never know what could happen.
Yeah, it's true.
So, Chrissy, what you got to say about you already kind of whooped them up a little bit and told them no excuses.
We'll get your three. I got you.
That's like a whole bunch of people. We are not anti-job. We are not anti 9 to 5 at all because we all had them, right? Some of us still have them. But a lot of people woke up one day, didn't know they didn't have a job till they got there.
Yeah.
Or they check their messages. So, like, I think Plan B.
Or they got let go on Zoom. That is
right. I think like having a Plan B. Right. Having a Plan B a backup if it's a C for you because you have a spouse that has a source of income. I think easing the burden of in holding an entire household on one person's shoulders is a good thing, because we already told you if you ain't got the money, we can help you with that. If you got the money to get started, we can help you compound that. So
That's right.
like I'm gonna stick with my no excuses.
Right. And then you think about it too, if you're planning and budgeting around, right? And you know, like, I only can invest $600 in learning how to this, right? So that's 246, right? 3 months, you dedicate 90 days and you go hard for 90 days and you learn this. And you know what I'm saying? Because everybody's, brain moves, absorbs things differently. And you say, that's all I'm going to dedicate. And you could go just like the testimonial that I heard when I joined. And it was like, he did it in 60 days. So he probably thought, I'm going to do this for 2 months and that's it. And he just dedicated, no TV, no friends, no family, whatever. And he dedicated in that and he's done. There's no contract. You're not stuck here. Whatever works for you, works for you. So you can't even say the money, because it's not like you have to throw thousands, because you can spend thousands of dollars to learn this. And we're giving it to you pennies on a dollar, and you're like, and make it work for you. So if you say, that's what I'm going to dedicate, this is all I have, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Go ahead.
Say hi to Coach. Say hi to Coach. He in the chat.
Hey,
in the chat.
Hey.
That's the only time we see all the Chrissy teeth is when Coach is around.
You can't see him because her light's so bright. All you can see is
he's the reason I am retired at 35.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
I will forever.
We appreciate you, Kurt. We
forever grateful for that man.
I know. I be feeling bad when I'm like, oh yeah, and the other educators, because we be like, okay,
right.
Chrissy be like,
have a slight bias. Don't tell nobody.
I know, right?
Family business.
They know. They already know, sis. They know.
But it's true. I'm gonna digress for a second. There are educators that are really good at trading, and when you get on their session, they can give you live trades, and you can learn and earn, and it's amazing. But one thing about Curtis, he does have a gift for teaching. I can say when I first when I first sat on the couch that Friday night and he was talking about fibs, it was like over my head. But he said, just come back and you will keep learning. And then eventually I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And then I would type in the chat. So is that what you mean? Yeah, absolutely. And then explain it. I mean, and so he is just a great teacher. And that's the type of stuff you're going to get when you join I Am Mastery Academy. You're going to get people that care about your success enough to sit down and explain it to you and answer your question. Yeah. Yep. You said it, Chrissy. What? He got work ethic.
He said that. He said that to us.
Oh.
We giving him accolades. He said, no, we got good work ethic.
Oh,
yeah. We were all like,
okay, yeah, he's got good work ethic, sure.
We learned it from somewhere.
That's right. That's right. But no, I appreciate
work ethic. He got, because I know when I started watching Kurt many years ago, like I don't even think that I said it to LaToya the other day. I was like, has he ever missed a day? Like I don't think he's ever missed a day. And when you have someone like that who's dedicated to give back to you, who are you to be like, I'm not gonna do it today?
Exactly. You understand? Never miss a session.
Never.
Perfect attendance.
Yes.
Over years.
Yeah, I never had perfect attendance.
He'll be like, I have a headache. I have a fever.
Right.
Boom, 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 boom on these charts. And you're like, thank you. Go lay down. But what you say? Then look at us. We real happy where we are. So it's just like, don't you want to get into that? Like, come on, people. But I want Shay to tell you a story, because we're talking about like time and money. And I think your best friend, she's from Trinidad and Tobago, right? And here at I Am Mastery Academy, we have a huge team in Trinidad and Tobago. Shout out to Gary Sweeney and Badesh. But we all know that the country, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's a struggle.
And
it's a struggle over there.
You know what I'm saying? It's got some struggles in there. And when we see them just flourishing and popping and getting it, and I was asking Shay, like, how can they go ahead? What's the mindset of gathering up 200, 300 of American dollars and doing what you got to do, making it happen? dedicating your time is just like the mindset. And I want people to just kind of hear it because, you know, she's an islander too. So she can tell, she's telling you firsthand from experience as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rhonda. I ain't trying to hijack anything.
Go ahead. I want to hear this.
Yeah, so the difference between, so my family's from Haiti, and when you come from what they call a third world country and your life depends on someone, like you don't know what you're eating tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It's like every little thing, like we eat a plate of food and we, you know, like I don't like this mashed potato and we throw it away. They're eating every little bit, right?
Right.
So when you see some, you know, like Trinidad is blowing up because they're just as, you know, they're on the island, the struggle is real as well. But when they know that there's an opportunity that could take them out of this situation and make it better, you don't care. The 200 doesn't mean anything. It's like they know that they're going to dedicate this money for this education and go hard in order to get themselves out of that thing. So we as Americans, we are spoiled, right? So we have time to be like, I don't feel like I don't want to get up and do this, and because we got more options. When your back is up against the wall and someone is bringing an opportunity to tell you that you can learn this and make this kind of money, you take chances. You know what I'm saying? You jump in that deep end and you're like, I'm going to dedicate this, and that. So they're winning over there because their back is up against the wall.
Right.
They don't have a choice to be like, I'm not coming to Club Cobain on Friday because I'm going to go and drink with my homies. You know what I'm saying? They don't have, so they take the chance and it's like, if it works for them, it works. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a fear of taking a chance because it can't be worse than this. You know what I'm saying?
They hungry.
They're hungry. Yes, it comes different when you come from something like this. Like my parents came from Haiti when, you know, they were young and stuff like that. And I think about them, they came, they worked, you know, they weren't educated or anything. And they came, they bought a house. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, when I remember when we were young and we moved in the neighborhood, it was just, we were the only Black ones there. And they didn't care. They was like, that's where we're going to be. And they bought the house. And it's like, I think, how did someone who worked, you know, my parents worked in the hospital. My mom worked in the laundry room. My dad was the maintenance guy. You know what I'm saying? And when you're thinking about going back to Haiti and the struggle is real, you're going to put that fight in. So the hunger that they have, the fight in their belly is different. And I'm an American, you know what I'm saying? So I know, like, I don't know if I'm going to do this today. I'm only going to give it 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Because like, you know, I don't have to go carry a bucket of water to take a shower or to cook.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that's
I like the part good. That Shay was she said that if they like, all right, I got 30 days. They gonna maximize that 30 days like nothing else before because they like, I don't know about the October payment, but September payment, I got that one and I'm gonna run. Right. And I think that's what, you know what I mean? Like something that people will sign up and be like, oh, I forgot I signed up for that. It was just coming out my, like, what? You know?
Wow.
You send them a welcome email and they be like,
welcome to what?
Who are you? Like, I'm like, you're in my back office. This your name? Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it's just like,
yeah, like the lady in my Telegram. You signed up and you over here on Telegram. I mean, you signed up with I Am. You're on Telegram asking me questions. Go watch a live. You pay for it. Go to the account. You pay for it. Why are you asking me? You don't know me from a can of paint, and you can't wasting your time asking me 10 million questions when you have access to this. Like, I know what I know because I've had the same access to you. I did nothing different. It's the same access. Go in there. You're wasting time talking to me. That's why I told her you are wasting your time here. Go to the academy.
And I would say for people that are right now, even if you have a job, you need to be like the people in Trinidad. You don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. So you need to not waste your time and start to trading today.
100%.
I mean, that's just my opinion, because why wait until your back is up against the wall and then you're like, oh my God, I got, all I got is $600. So I need to make this work. That's when desperation sets in and you're going to just blow your account because you're going to be over leveraging and your mindset's not right. So what you need to do is start now so you can learn and you can really grow your account. I was
posting.
actually talking with somebody yesterday, and I showed her the compound chart, and I said, even at 5%, if you started with a small account and you got 20 pips a session, you could grow your account to pay for your monthly easily.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah.
You were doing the same thing, Chrissy?
Yeah, that's what I was doing when I first started. I'm like,
Yeah.
I need to make minimum this 175. Come on, 175. And there's calculators that you can use. Okay, if this is my account size, this is my lot size, this is how many days I have to do it. Do the numbers, and it does everything for you. Okay, I need to make 25 pips at least every 2 days.
Mhm.
Like,
That's
Yeah.
yeah,
easy.
it's
I agree.
possible.
And we have the tools to get it. I mean, we've got harmonic scanner, we've got swipe trades, we've got swipe coin, we've got, I mean,
DeLorean.
DeLorean. Of those, I mean, you can
Right.
get 20 pips.
Easy.
I mean, ECC 11 is 10 pips and dip.
Right.
Yeah.
And I
I like
love that.
DeLorean.
I love that.
Yeah,
You
I've
can
never
dip, you
used
can dip all
DeLorean.
you
so
want.
I know Jakumi said he did really well with DeLorean, but I've never used it. So I gotta check that one out.
Yeah,
That's
that's one of our
the
teammates.
beauty
Shout
of
out,
it, right?
Kumi. How you doing?
And that's the beauty of it, that you have options. And you
Right.
can be like, okay, I tried this. This is cool. I got this under my belt. And then I could go use, try DeLorean. And then I got that under my belt. I do the harmonic scanner. So now you can't say, if you're not winning here, you winning over here, you winning over here. So come on now. What y'all doing?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Now, each of us have 168 hours in a week. How much time should somebody dedicate to trading? They just started. What would you say is your formula? How much time should they're new on your team? How much time should they plug in?
Our team. We work 5 days a week. We work 2 hours every day. And if I need to, I hop on like 1 hour Zooms, 1 hour Zooms a day before our training. And I do like a 4 hour Zoom on Saturday. So put in as much work as you want to. If you miss a class, catch the recording.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Recording.
And that's what's thing. And then there's just so much information. Like I stay in Cobain Facebook page and I listen, I'm going through my own mastermind again. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it's true. And I just dedicate that, like I watch a video a day. And it's not that I don't know anything, but it's just, I'm using the muscle. You know what I'm saying? And I keep going back. So that's about 2 hours right there. That's in the morning. That's my morning routine. Then I go exercise, right? Then I come back and then I work, because I'm still on the clock. And then when I'm done, I take a shower and I go back, if it's not Wednesday or Friday, I'm back on watching, what you call it? On demand.
Right, on demand.
You know what I'm saying? I am on demand and I go watch because now I'm trying to understand.
That's right.
Learning high frequency. So that's my dedication to that. And so you pick up a routine. So now if you think about it, that's already 4 hours a day that I broke up, in half a day in order to do the, for my education. So those are the things. And then eventually, like Kurt, I know I heard you that Saturday when you told me get off, get off the pot. Okay, so and then I'm gonna start really trading. So you know what I'm saying, and focus because now I know certain things. I know he was talking to me that Saturday. I know I felt it, but I received it because it came with love.
Right, came from a place of love.
It came from a place of love.
I love Shay. She's hilarious. yeah, I agree. Kurt said burn the boats. You got to. I mean, that was the metaphor of that. I don't think it was a metaphor. I think it was real. That army went over to that one area, and then the leader set their boats on fire and said, either we're gonna die or we're gonna conquer.
Exactly. Like
You gotta go for it.
Going back the way you came.
That's right.
Go forward. You struggle forward. You'll fall forward,
Roman.
but keep moving forward.
That's it.
Moving forward.
That's
Absolutely.
right. Oh, my husband
then-
said it was Roman soldiers. So
Yeah.
the historian. Sorry.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you, Bill. Right.
Keep us accurate, please.
right. You knew what I meant. The story.
Fact check. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm just waiting for Kurt to say something about y'all college.
Don't even try. Go green. Where my Michigan State mask at? I don't know.
Listen, do not start fights on the live, okay? Because he is in the chat and he said Shay funny, but he is in the chat. Do not start arguments on live, okay?
And
Yes,
we
yes.
literally have this much fun together all the time. Like
All the
Chrissy
time.
is a machine.
Oh my gosh.
A machine. She says she don't have a job. She got a job, sis.
She got
Okay,
10
like
jobs.
she's a machine.
She's Jamaican. She got 10
Yo,
jobs.
she got 15 jobs, okay? Like, she gonna cook your food, she gonna edit your everything, your video, your picture, she gonna fix your Instagram, she gonna show you how to mark up
Yes,
the chart,
it's
she gonna
true.
show you what book you need to read, then she gonna cuss you out and chastise you because you ain't do what she told her to do, then she gonna tell Kurt on you. I'm telling you, she be on the clock. It be 3 o'clock in the morning, you on, she on. You be like,
Right. It's
when
true.
did I sleep?
I don't sleep, man.
It's true.
You know, like, this
It's very true.
this community,
That
like,
alone,
it's dope.
that alone is worth paying for. You understand?
Right.
Because then you have, and even when you feel like you're tired and you're failing, you have people that are lifting you up and reminding you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when Kurt was like, Shay, and I was like, oh, he's coming for me. He said, Shay. And I knew he was coming for me, but it made me feel good because he's watching, he's paying attention,
He
and he's
cares.
making sure that I'm doing what I
Yeah.
need to do. You know what you're doing, Shay. Stop sitting there and being afraid. So we gotta go back and we lift each other up. And like we all have our own little gifts. Like we know that Chrissy don't sleep. And Monda be on you too. Monda be like, yeah, so that's all you got?
Mine's is the one that, like, when you're in a group project, she's like, so what are you doing? And what are you doing? Are we straight? What time are we meeting? She's like the logistical one. And you just like,
That's true.
Monda said that we got to be here at this time. Monda said we got to do this, you know? So everybody had their strengths, you know? It's just a fun place to be with our community. And I mean, we're having a good time, just, you know.
That's a good saying. That's a good saying that Kurt said. Kurt said, don't look back. You're not going that way. Yeah, that's true.
right.
We're going backwards. We're going this way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Forward, onward, and upward.
Yeah,
Right.
there was this thing yesterday. Was that we were listening to that Michael Jordan? This guy, this reporter was. This is total digression, but the reporter was talking about bugging him, and he said, you know, I got to ask you this question: how do you get afraid when you're ready to take the last shot? And he kept asking him. He was playing cards or something, and Michael Jordan finally looked up and said to him, why should I be afraid of a shot I haven't taken yet?
Hey.
And I was like, sometimes we are fearful of stuff that hasn't even come up in our life.
Mhm.
Oh, I got to hold on to this money because in 3 months I might not have it. Well, I mean, why don't you learn to trade today so that you can make your money and not be afraid for what's going to happen in 3 months?
Right.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And that just changed my whole perspective because we have like these fears of things that aren't even real.
Right.
And you know, let's just go for it.
Yeah,
Let's just go for it.
let's
So
go
that was a
forward,
total
people.
digression, but I really like that quote.
Yeah.
Oh, that fits right in. There's no
Right.
digression in that. You're learning.
Yeah.
Every day we learning something new. I remember when we first started watching Kurt, right? Latoya, and we used to be like, what is capitulation?
Yeah, you see how we all laugh?
We used to be like, texting, I'm like, what is capitulation? He keeps saying that. He said it last week, you know, and we're Googling and we going on there trying to figure what capitulation is. And it's so funny because you stick to it. And now it's just like, capitulation. You know, you sit back, you got a whole new vocabulary, you know, like capitulation. And that was scary to us. It was so scary. At least for me, it was very scary. I was like, what the hell is capitulation? Why I don't know this? As old as I am, I've never heard this word until this man comes up with this capitulation stuff.
It
Right.
became like a drinking game. Tea, of course, because we don't drink. But it was like, he said it again. You know what I'm
That is so funny.
It's so good though. It's so true.
It's so true.
It is, but what is so funny is like how we can all have the same experience, but we are in totally different places.
Places,
Like, we
right.
can all laugh because we were all been there. And it's like,
we all know that look. As soon as
Right.
you say a word, you get like I used to pull out my book and like go. I specifically made a vocabulary section in the back of the book.
Yes.
So I pull out the book and be like, what the?
Yes.
Stop talking so fast. You know? Like, and have to like, let me just keep the dictionary right here. Like,
Right.
That's exactly how it was. That's exactly.
yep.
He be gathering us up together. And he's our baby brother. Like, he's younger than all of us.
No, I'm 26.
Well, he's
Oh,
our baby brother.
I ain't even
And
born
he's
yet.
putting us all on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no
I ain't even
egos.
born yet.
Like, oh, he don't know. No. Like, we be like, what Kurt said.
Yep.
Kurt said.
Kurt will get you
said,
straight. Yeah, I woke up that next morning, that Sunday morning, and I was on there. I was like, he ain't gonna catch me slipping no more. Nope.
She was like, Toya, should I get this pack of ledgers? You need one, don't you? Okay, we're gonna get the pack of ledgers, the ledger things, whatever they call it. So
Yep.
she was like, up, like,
He ain't catching me. He ain't calling my name out no more.
right.
Y'all are so great.
yeah, this is the type of fun we have in class. This is the type of fun we have in the chat. Chrissy, what you got? Because you over here cracking up.
Because Kurt is in the chat. He said that I was getting on his head for saying lexicon. He said he crying about the capitulation though.
That was our thing.
Right.
Yes. So I think we had a good conversation about time. I mean, in my opinion, everybody has time to trade. You can put in, you can go as fast, like Chrissy said, you go as fast or as slow as you want. We encourage you to go as fast as you can. And really, whatever you think as fast as you can, try to go a little bit faster.
Right. Whatever you're fast as you can is whatever it is for you.
Right, exactly. And here's the deal. We are all here. You join our teams. We're here to help you succeed. We're ahead of you, lifting you up as you climb. We're here to help you grow and succeed. So, I mean, what are your last final words? We almost at our time, but any guys have some last final words for everybody?
So if you are in a household of two, y'all struggling, the sign-up fee is actually $117 a piece. If you are in a household with 4 people who are 18 years of older, the sign-up is $58 a piece. Stop making excuses. Stop making excuses because I'm just saying, okay?
You're gonna shoulda, I shoulda, you shoulda, and should it all over yourself, okay? You know what I mean? You gotta cut it out. You just gotta cut it out. We're having too much fun over here. We're learning so much, not just about trading, but ourselves and the global economy, everything. We are willing to share our mentor with you. Do you understand how
valuable and overprotective?
Like, do you understand that we are willing to share a little bit? And not even that, he gave us everything he has, so we can share the knowledge, and we're passing it on. No, it's coming from him through us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, y'all just reach out to us. I know that it sounds, I don't even know. I feel like they having so much fun. I want to see what they doing. Like, we literally laughed this whole hour, just been up here cracking up.
Yes.
And I really love this space. You know, I talked to Chris, like Monda said, you have access to all of us. We're all on different teams. So what? Our mastermind and our coach he encourages all to work together, period. It doesn't matter. So like people on the mastermind, somebody in California inboxed me like, hey, can you jump on the Zoom with me and show me how to do those harmonics? Sure. I don't know this dude from Adam, not from Adam's house cat at all. I don't know him. But I helped him. And it's like, that's the type of community that we have. And then we start to become friends and we build friendships. Like I met Chrissy in person. Shay's my sister, but I don't know Monda in person. But when I see her, it's gonna be like a family reunion.
Right.
It's gonna be like that type of environment. So this is a great space to be in, and then we are great people to insulate you and help you grow and take you to the next level.
Absolutely.
And we're so dope on encouraging each other. You know how sometimes when they say, oh, women are catty and blah, and we don't like to communicate. Like, I know if I need something done and I call Chrissy, it's getting done. And when she says, give me a minute, she really just means give me a minute. And she's going to get it. Like, well, I didn't push that fast. And, we can lean on each other for certain things. And we know that, each other. We all have our own strength, and you can pull that from here. And like, I know I can call Monda, and she's gonna, she's listening to NPR, so she's gonna give me that news. You know what I mean? So
Right.
those are the things. And then we could go, Alana's really good at,
Yes.
we could reach and call Alana and be like, Alana, we need this. And, Kumi, he's going to come in, he's going to give us the knowledge. Like, if you don't know about DeLorean, and he's going to be like, yo, I've been doing DeLorean for 2 weeks, and you should get on it and be like, all right, bet. So we're all looking out. So you're not left alone. You're in a community. And it's at this point, like the mastermind, that's family. Like, I know I could just go in that mastermind chat and be like, listen, I don't know what this is. And they'd be like, stop crying, Shay, we got you.
Right.
So join the family. You're not alone. You're not going to be left beside and, trying to beg to see the professor. And then he's going to tell you, no, just give me the homework and that's it. And you keep it moving. You pay, $50,000 a year for this education. And you only saw the professor twice.
Right.
It ain't here. They ain't going to be here.
Right.
That's right. That's right. Well, I think that wraps it up. We had a good time tonight. So I hope you got time to trade. You need to contact each and every one of us so that we can help you get there. Yes, our handles are below. And, tomorrow is a Friday. We're compounding our accounts or we're withdrawing. So, it's a great day. Friday is always fantastic.
And it's residual Friday.
It's residual Friday.
We're all gonna be at the club. We're all gonna be at the club tomorrow.
That's right. Oh yeah,
Club
Club Cobain is tomorrow.
If
you don't know what we're talking about, just sign up. Call us, sign up. You can go to the club.
Sign up. Yep, and get your club
It's
clothes.
the only club that pays you to be there.
Yes. Yes. All right, y'all. Well, Tuesday. Who's up on Tuesday?
We're up on Tuesday. I'm up on Tuesday.
Shay. All right.
I'm
Shay
gonna
is gonna
surprise y'all because I'm gonna surprise myself. I don't know what it is yet.
Well, we're gonna have a great time on Tuesday, 8:00 Eastern time. So join us on Tuesday. We don't know what we're talking about, but we're gonna have fun.
We gonna chat.
That's right. All right, y'all.
All right, bye.